Hello, all. Welcome on into our tarot spread for the rest of the week ahead. This is for the rest of the week starting Wednesday, January 14th, 2026. And I'm going to be completely honest, true confessions. This is the third time I've started to record this video. Maybe the fourth. And I normally don't. I normally just run with it. And do it all at once. But there is a lot of construction noise outside my house right now, which you maybe can hear. Hopefully you can't hear it too badly. I also started coughing, and my dog started barking. So you know what? I think I'm just going to go with this one, and we'll see what happens. So I did, in the process of all of that, had pulled all of the cards. This week we are using the Wise Cat Tarot by Stella Andromeda. And this was given to me by my lovely friend Stacy for Christmas. So thank you, Stacy. And I do mean like an actual real life personal friend. So this wasn't a promotional gift or a please mention this or please review this gift. Literally a friend of mine who I know in person gave me this gift, and it is very generous and I love it. Thank you. I like the colors, actually. I like the artwork and the colors. I'm big into like brightly colored tarot decks. So let's begin, because the cards are already here for us, everybody. So the card of the week is the Hanged Man, which came up for us late last week, I think on maybe Saturday, as a card of the day, or came up in a reading last week. But this is a bigger energy we're still dealing with this week. And I think with the state of the world, and I'm in the United States, so with the state of the country right now, it really is an energy of, I don't want to say surrender like give up. I never feel like the Hanged Man is an energy of surrender like giving up. It's not. But it is sort of an energy of knowing when to save our energy and where to put it to something, maybe something better, maybe a higher good, maybe putting it towards something that will enact change or that will make things better, or even just taking a pause for us to think about what we might want our next steps to be. But it really is about taking this reflective pause, this surrendering to the present. And I think it's sort of like an energetic, don't spend it all in one place. So it's a surrendering to knowing what you can do effectively, and knowing not to spiral just to spiral, I guess would be a way to say this. I hope that makes sense. But I feel like this is a rest of the week. We're surrendering to the present. We're deciding our next steps. We're taking a pause, knowing that there might not be anything we personally can really do right now, whatever the situation is, because this could be a personal situation, it could be a situation at work, it could be a situation in a relationship, a friendship, anything like that. But I do feel it's kind of big world energy too right now. On Wednesday, we have 10 of Swords, and our 10s in tarot indicate that we've completed something, that there's an end to whatever this was. And so our swords are the card deck of our focus, our intellect, our mental health. And so we might have had something that we were struggling with. We might have had something we were worried about. We might have had something that was causing anxiety. It might still be. But the 10 tells me it's time to release this. It's time to release this and take a rest. It wasn't pleasant. If you're still going through it, probably still not pleasant. And I see you in that worry. It's valid to be worried about a lot right now, but know that you will get through it. You're probably very close to getting through it if you aren't already, and it's okay to take a step back and rest, which goes right into our card here for Thursday, which is our Queen of Coins. And Queen of Coins is very deep, nurturing energy. I feel like that's what it is, at least this week for us. It's a very deep, nurturing, self-care energy that is not superficial. This is a card who holds you. Nice, warm, soft hug if that feels good. If that doesn't feel good, they're just sitting in the room with you, sending you good vibes. And if that doesn't feel good, they're not even in your house. This energy, but they're looking at you from afar. And Queen of Coins is really about that nurturing energy of take care of yourself. Take the medication you need, for example, if you need to help manage, take that medication, go for a walk, snuggle a pet, snuggle a friend, snuggle a loved one. Take some time to do activities that truly feel nurturing, supportive, kind. Be kind to yourself. I really do feel like this is a sweet card. Bake some cookies. Pentacles or coins are all about things that, again, I've said before, I say this all the time, but things that we can sense. So they're material things. They're things we can sense. But this really is a card of taking deep, kind care of ourselves this week. And not just Thursday, do this all week, but this is a big energy on Thursday. Tune into that. On Friday, we have King of Wands. And, I love that this kitty has all these fishies and mice. Let's pretend they're toys. They're fishy and mice toys that he has. And King of Wands is an energy of leading with your light, being a confident leader, shining a path forth with passion, using some creativity, some enthusiasm, and really choosing to be a voice and to speak up and to be a leader in that regard, whatever that is. I mean, maybe we've whatever we're surrendering here, we're thinking about those next steps, and these next steps are calling us to use our voice, or are calling us to be a leader, or honestly, sometimes it really is just being the person who puts out the positive energy. Being the person who is willing to be a light, the person who is willing to be a positive force in the world, and to lead other people. And again, I don't mean positive force like you toxic positivity, like you pretend everything's okay, but sometimes we do need that person to lead with light, to lead with love, and to be that leader, that mentor who can be looked to for that. And I feel that's our King of Wands energy for Friday. For Saturday, we have Five of Wands. And Five of Wands, let's continue to lead with our light. Let's take care of ourselves, and let's lead with light, because this is one where lately, more and more, I call this the arguing with strangers on the internet card. And it's that kind of energy. Surrender to knowing you can't change people. Surrender to knowing that is not a good use of your energy. Be careful of those little tussles. Be careful of being triggered to fight just to be right. Be careful of, not be careful, just be aware. Just be aware that this is an energy you might be dealing with. Just be aware that this is an energy that, speed bumps are going to happen. Challenges are going to happen. Things are going to come up. We can't change it. We can't change that, but we can choose to how we lead. We can choose to be the brightness in the world. We can choose to forge a new path of care and nurturing, and just again surrendering to. It's the whole serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to change the things I can, accept the things I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. I feel like that's very much sort of hanged man energy. And yeah, so Saturday, don't argue with strangers on the internet. Take care of yourself. Be a leader of positivity, and it's not worth it. I know from personal experience, it's not worth it. For Sunday, we have Five of Coins, which actually came up in another deck as our card of the day today. It's always interesting to me when I pull, the same card twice in a week, especially from different decks. And I think Five of Coins is, usually I say it might be something you're going through, but I think maybe this is sort of, how can you be the helper? How can you be the helper? Like, again, King of Wands, very much with this. What light can you lead with that's going to help others? You can be the light in the window that accepts the kitty in from the cold. And so I think, I honestly, I'm going to read Five of Coins as that we're all going through a lot right now, or most of us. I shouldn't say we all are. If you are 100% happy in your life, healthy, wealthy, wise, good for you. And I mean that genuinely. I think sometimes I sound sarcastic, but no, really, honestly, if everything is going well in your life, I hope it continues to go as well as possible for you. But a lot of us, I'll say a lot of us, are dealing with things. A lot of us are struggling. And Five of Coins being a Pentacles is, it could be a health struggle. It could be a money struggle, maybe unemployment, maybe being out of work, maybe a job situation we don't want to be in, or like I said, a health scare, a health struggle, maybe an illness you deal with that's flared up. That's our Five of Coins energy. But I'm going to encourage us this week. And if you are going through something like that, I see you in that. This card can also show up as a witness to say, you know what? We see you. We see your struggle, and it's okay not to be okay. But also I think the energy here is, how can we be the helper? How can we be the person that shines the light? How can we help others? And where knowing surrendering to the knowledge that we can't do everything, where is the best place to put this energy? Where is the best place to put this energy to help? Without wasting the energy on these insignificant little challenges, speed bumps, internet arguments. Don't waste your time on that. Don't waste your time on that. But also taking time to release, rest, and take care of yourself. Take care of others too, but take care of yourself. I feel like this is very much a self-focused energy. Drink your water, eat your vegetables, go for a walk outside, snuggle a doggy or a kitty or a guinea pig. Sit and meditate with your goldfish, whatever. Pets are important too, but they're great self-care. But that's our vibe. That's our vibe for the rest of the week ahead. Surrendering, knowing, taking a pause, staying present, and knowing some things we just have to ride out. Taking a rest, processing whatever this is that we've been through, this stress, this anxiety, this worry, knowing it's going to pass, letting it pass, and taking a rest. Self-care, being kind to yourself. And I mean like deep self-care. I mean, if you want to take a bubble bath, take a bubble bath, but this is a little deeper than that. Really being kind to yourself. And again, I think we're being called here to lead with light, to lead with positive energy, to be so grounded in it that these things don't upset us, that we're able to just let them fall past us, and to be willing to be the helper. And thank you all. Thank you all for joining me for this tarot spread for the rest of the week ahead, for the week of January 14th, 2026, or starting Wednesday, January 14th, 2026. Truly grateful for all of you that watch these videos, like and comment on them. If you think someone else might like or comment or might like them, watch them, enjoy them, get something out of them, please feel free to share. And I will see you next week. Thank you.